Bum Bish Diary May 6th. Crusty Panties woke up extra mad today. We got 2 posts today. Too bad she still didn't hand her assignment in, this lazy deadbeat. Anyway, I didn't even read this shit yet, so let's get into it.
Everyone has a shopping addiction but Leona, the girl who has nothing to her name and can't touch the bills because they won't get paid.
Now this bitch sound like she the 3rd person in Leona's marriage. She knows who pays the bills in her house now too. Boy, she really stalking this hoe. You would think Blue Balls be her marriage counselor at this point. Who wakes up in the morning thinking of someone else's bills? She sound real bothered. Maybe cause she can't pay her own bills.
Everyone's obsessed with money, but Leona tells everyone else what to do with their money.
Should Leona a financial advisor now? I need to ask the bitch if I should invest in crypto or not. Anyone have her number?
She used to count Molly's every penny, then she bought the NGL souvenir collection.
When did this happen? Can you please show us where she used to count her pennies, cuz I must have missed that. This bitch real mad about Leona's sunglasses still that was covered by her insurance. She posted about them several times. I'm sure Dollar General has a vision plan. Work a few more hours and you can get your own prescription sunglasses too, and quit crying about Leona's, you fucking weirdo.
She's always giving financial advice to women who are more successful than she is.
Oh, is that so? Who are these successful women? Are you talking about the broke candle hoe who was on food stamps and has to beg her subs to buy candles every week by giving them weekly discount codes, or the fake life roach who's a housewife whose husband finances her entire life? And can you give us an example of some of the financial advice she has given to them? What stocks does she tell them to invest in, cause a bitch want to know?
Fascinating. Leona, you can't prove someone is awful at everything when you're intentionally hiding everything about yourself and the real harm you've done.
Fascinating. Can you tell us exactly what she's intentionally hiding, or do you have to wait for your friend to do it for you? What about all this, quote, real harm she's done? Do you have to wait for your friend to show that too?
The mental breakdown 2 lives ago over 40 pounds of wax was an even bigger bullshit crazy performance than your last live. You have one emotion. Envy.
This bitch had a mental breakdown over 40 pounds of wax. I must have missed that too. Funny how you know which lives Leona said what in and when. I thought you don't watch her. That funny for someone who just said.
I could never listen to this toxic caca for more than a few minutes, and it's only to find a clip for people who also don't want to watch her if this liar lying, blaming somebody else for who she is, contradicting herself, backpedaling, projecting blah, blah, blah.
That's funny cuz it seems like you know her channel better than she do. And you want to talk about envy? Your whole page is a showcase of yours. Anyway, let's see the stupid clip she shared, but before I show it, look at what this dumb hoe writes in the title.
Leona's own shopping addiction put her husband in debt.
You're a big cops. Really funny. Really funny.
Now she know Leona's husband's financial situation and whether or not he's in debt. She's in their bank accounts now too. This bitch nuts. But thanks for letting us know you's a broke, jealous bitch that don't have a man. Anyway, here's the stupid clip.
Right? Like, you have a shopping addiction, dude. You're hoarding candle shit. You have way too much stock for somebody who I don't think is putting out more than maybe like 10 candles a week, if even, you know, like 10, maybe like, I don't know, 15. You're not selling all that shit. And she makes them as they're ordered. So it's not like mine, I make them ahead of time and then I list them. And
I'm sorry, but this bitch have a serious shopping addiction. Ain't no one need this much fragrance for no candles. Those oils been sitting on her shelf for over 2 years now. She clearly ain't using them and just like to buy shit. If she was using them, they wouldn't be sitting there for that long. But anyone, the bitch admitted herself the other day she have a shopping addiction.
The hardest fucking lesson that I had to learn in life, was how to live life on life's terms without drugs. And I'm not saying I'm innocent. I fucking take Adderall every day. I would be a nightmare without it. Kids used to tell me, Mom, how come you take Adderall? And I said, because that's how I can raise you guys with a clear head. So I don't want anyone to say, well, she takes Adderall. I've been taking Adderall for fucking 20 years.
And she lied to a doctor to get that shit. She replaced one addiction with another.
My point being is that the hardest lesson that I ever had to fucking learn was how to live life on life's terms, how to get aggravated and not fucking flip out and want to get high, how to fucking not have an outlet other than life itself. It is the absolute hardest fucking lesson that any addict has to learn, but you learn it and you get through it and you find other outlets. For me, it was shopping. That was my other outlet. I would go shopping all the time. It didn't matter where it was, but that was my outlet.
There you go, ho. Once again, you and your fake outrage over Leona saying this hoe have a shopping addiction made yourself look stupid. Congratulations. Moving on. Look like she consulted with Dr. Google again for another diagnosis. Let's see what this stupid shit say.
If this doesn't describe every calculated word, every move Leona makes, I don't know what the fuck does.
If this doesn't explain you, I don't know what does.
Everything Leona spent years criticizing, she eventually buys it, says it, becomes it, copies it or steals the idea from all the evil, dangerous women she's been the victim of that she's in a constant competition with by herself is crazy. Envy's evil.
Bitch, you the one who woke up today thinking not only of Leona like you do every day, but about envy. Fucking weird shit. This what you do in the morning. You so mad you don't even make sense. You a walking oxymoron. You talk about every aspect of this bitch's life, from her finances to her kid to her marriage. You allegedly so outraged she do this, but you is the one who is doing it. Make it make sense, bitch. So if Leona talking about the cross-eyed life roach and the broke-ass candle hoe makes her envious, then you must be really, really envious of Leona. Cause at no point in time did this bitch wake up daily and write about either one of them hoes or their lives daily. But you write about her life or what you think about her life daily. So that must mean you is one extremely jealous hoe. Bitch, you got no self-introspection, no self-awareness, do you? At no point do you think to yourself,
This may sound hypocritical. I talk about every aspect of Leona's life, the same way I say she talks about other women's lives, only I do it every morning as soon as I wake up. Maybe I shouldn't post this because it's going to make me look like a giant hypocrite.
at no point does that shit go through your head? You so blinded by your fake outrage over two hoes you yourself talk copious amounts of shit about. But you still finna sit here and pretend you mad about this and post this stupid shit. You couldn't give two fucks about either of these hoes. I don't know who you think you're kidding. You just too much of a fucking pussy to say what your actual issue is with Leona or what she did to you personally. I don't think she did anything, and that's why you can't say it. I think you is just an obsessed fucking stalker who have nothing better to do but sit there and be fake outraged about strangers on the internet who have no bearing on your life. Bitch, the clock is ticking. Tomorrow be May 7th. Don't you have more important shit to do? Anyway, this dumb hoe asked Google if envy is an emotion. Then she posts the definition like people don't already know what the fuck it means. Ho, why was you up at the ass crack of dawn Googling this stupid shit? Sounds like it's describing you. I ain't even going to bother reading this stupid shit. We all know what envy is, and only stupid hoes like you have to ask Google if it is an emotion. At 8 o'clock in the morning, this what this hoe be worried about.
But I pity the fool.
The only fucker that think people is jealous of the broke welfare candle hoe is the broke welfare candle hoe herself. She the only one delusional enough to think people want to live her life. You really must enjoy making an ass out of yourself. I really do have secondhand embarrassment for your ass at this point. Find something better to do with your time, hoe. You just making yourself look more and more creepy every day. Anyway, you is still a